What's up, Rogue fam? It's Wrong the Rogue Man at After Hours. I was trying to get this video done earlier, didn't get to do that because I was busy all day. But I did promise you guys that once it is Konami wanted to drop the following support of Materiactor in Alliance Insight, I would go ahead and, you know, give thoughts and give coverage on it. So I'm doing so now. A man of my word, and I also did say I will upload more, so I'm trying to do so. Right, so Materiactor in Alliance Insight, we have two cards, a normal monster, pendulum monster. It's actually a great way to go ahead and actually, you know, not make it be as bad as a brick, so I appreciate that. And also a field spell. I did have, if you guys want to interact with me more, to know more about me in a way, you can, you know, go ahead and check out the Materiactor Discord in the description. But it's a case where I did have several drafts, and of course some of them were a normal monster and some of them was a field spell monster.
What?
So we're going to go ahead and check in what's happening with them and see what Konami actually wants us to accomplish, right? Let's get it. First up here we have Prima Materiactor, level 3 light pendulum monster. I don't like that. If you check out my other videos, you know that I'm always the person telling you never to play a bestial normal monster so that you don't lose out on Exaguard's effect. So it kind of sucks that they made it a light. I would have much preferred a wind. I can understand why it's a light. It's supposed to represent like an electron, probably a proton or electron. It could be both, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to like represent. As you know, that's what you're seeing, like the thing right here. I guess this would be like a starting, you know, the starting layer, like a Prima seed or something like that, basically. So what does it do though? So first continuous effect is to go ahead and boost every Xyz monster you control by 100 for each material on the field attached to Xyz monster. So basically, if we have 3 monsters and each of them have 5 materials, you're going to get 1500 attack.
Quick math.
And also you can target one team XYZ monster you control, attach it to it as material, then draw 1 card. That's really good. That fixes the issue of, for example, sometimes you have Exaguard on field and you're not really hitting any Neums to go ahead and make his effect live for next turn. This basically guarantees his effect is live, because you're going to attach it to him and draw a card. So it's pretty much guaranteed his effect is going to be live. It fixes 3 issues with the deck. The deck needed 1 more way to draw. Well, I wouldn't mind 1 more way to make it 3, but the deck did need 1 more to draw. Basically ensures you're going to go ahead and get access to Exaguard's effect and an in-archetypal normal monster for that same reason, right? But again, it being light. Anyway, field spell. When this card resolves, excavate the top 6 cards of your deck and then place them in any order on the top. Doesn't add anything, so it's basically just slightly worse meltdown. Don't really like that, to be honest. Once per turn, you can pay 1500, special summon 1 in-theme XYZs from the extra deck using a normal level 3 normal monster you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Also your XYZ lock. If a XYZ monster is summoned, you can attach the top card of your deck to XYZ monster. Okay, I see what they're going here. I see what they're going. I don't like how this card is not thematic enough. For example, it's not really that proactive, and also it only works with a level 3 normal monster. That's not the best, but you know, it is what it is. If it went ahead to special summon out a normal monster that is attached to an Xyz or that's in the graveyard, then Xyz summon, that would make a lot more sense thematically, because the process of a melt through is when critical mass has reached the point of a meltdown, and then the meltdown becomes a melt.
I have come to rescue you from this incessant yapping. Never forget, brother, yapping is temporary. Attaching Xyz material is eternal.
I'm AI with the braids.
So basically what I'm getting here is that the field spell will set up Gigaboros, and the continuous spell will set up Exaguard. I'm probably gonna work out how this works. If I do it tonight, I'll just add it to the video, like, you know, in post editing, I'll just add it to the video so you guys can just, you know, they don't make Anilos that bad. You know, I might play with Anilos. I hate saying that word because it sounds like another word. I actually did end up just doing the combo, figuring out the sequencing, and did the combo just so, you know, I can make this all in one video for you guys, you know, for the sake of convenience. So we have access to 2 hand traps and 2 in-archetype names. I do think after this you could probably play it a bit more pure. Don't need such a big, you know, what's it called again, goblin package. So we have access to a starter and Zeptowing. So basically we have access to 2 spell and chant traps. Alright, and we also have Anilos. So let's see how this goes. We're going to go ahead and start off by discarding Ogre to bring out, to add the Prima. Normal from the Prima. Remember I told you that it's discarding hand traps in this deck is really, it's whatever. You're gonna get them back. It's fine. Then you overlay into the Exagard, and then Exagard effect to add the Meltdown. And since we already have the Zeptowing, you don't have to, you know, special out Zeptowing. So we're gonna go to special out Zeptowing to add the field spell for sure, yeah. Then we're going to bring out the normal body, overlay into the Goblin, Big Gabunga. The synergy is just undeniable because this gives you another, you know, rank 3. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and then banish the top 1 because we activated an XYZ monsters effect. Detach special summon out the dog effect to go ahead and add entrance effect to add cluster splatter, and then that will detach 1 from any monster on the field to special summon out the monster that we added. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the top 6 with Meltdown, and we're gonna hit a few cards here, a few great cards here. So we go ahead and add the copy of Gigaja since we already have the Anilos in hand. Anilos is essentially an extra copy of a non-engine card or something you want to get access to, right? That's basically it's somewhat of an upstart goblin, I guess you could say. You could play upstart, you could play overlay network, you could play a you know, bunch of cards to, once you set up your deck, you know, you can reap the benefits. I don't like upstart because I don't want to give my opponent life points. XYZ overlay network is not searchable, so might as well just play Anilos in my opinion. So we stack the top of our deck, and then detach and then reattach to Exagard to go ahead and draw. And then we're going to overlay into a copy of Torpedo, and then we're going to go ahead and draw, and then, sorry, accidentally looked in the top deck, but we did stack the Ogre, or Nib, and then we're going to attach it, and then we're going to activate the Dragon Shrine to dump a copy of Cousinite and another copy of Prima. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and activate the field spell, and then restart the deck again. Look at the top 6. We get a few nice cards. We get Droll. Right, we have Nibiru and Droll. So we're going to start those 2. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the effect of Kuznets to banish itself. And then special summon 1 normal monster from the graveyard. We're going to pay 1500 to activate the special summon effect of the field spell to go into the Kikaboros. Because we special summoned a XYZ monster, we're going to go ahead and attach. And then special summon another XYZ monster again, and then attach. And then we basically set up fully our Gigaboros and our Exagard. We don't really need any more materials because we have a hand trap. We have 2 more hand traps. It's fine. Don't need to, like, you know, overextend or nothing like that. You know, go ahead and attach. So here's something that's interesting, right? We can go ahead and attach again. So here's the interesting part. You can go ahead and activate the effect of Anilos to either detach a trap or spell to go ahead and set it. And if it's a normal spell, you can use it this turn, but you know, if a quick play spell, you can't. But in the case of Imperm, that's just interruption right there, because, you know, this card just became Imperm. Or we can do something else. We can detach a monster, in this case Nibiru, and then, you know, pass turn. You're gonna do your goblin stuff to add the Gone Wild in Enphase, blah blah blah. But since Gigaboros is going to set up a normal monster in the graveyard by detaching and attaching. So we're going to go to attach the Exarept and the Ghost Ogre. And because the Gigaboros is going to go ahead and discard, well, the previous turn it would have set up a normal monster, you can return any card on the field. It doesn't have to be the opponent's field. And in this case, we're just going to go ahead and technically add back the Nibiru to use for more interruptions. So, you know, and if we had access to the trap, we could just activate the trap and then add Droll, and then, you know, let's continue playing. So essentially that's what they want you to do with this support. They want you to use the field spell to set up Gigaboros and use Meltdown to set up Exagard. So basically you can have both your XYZs set up. I do hope that in the following set after Alliance Insight, what would I want? Maybe just a better target to summon off of the field spell, like a better XYZ. Gigaboros isn't bad, but just adding the one card is just you know, something nice would be better. something with interruption like a negator or something like that. I might put it up on screen in one of my custom cards, whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Materiactor. The future looks bright for this deck. I'm so glad it's playable. I'm so glad it's good. Konami could have either forgotten about the deck or made it bad. But yes, thankfully it is good. And you know, you have your goblin stuff to detach, and then you can, you know, overlay into another rank 3. And you have your imperm, yada yada yada. You have 3 hand traps. It's really good. With that being said, stay rank 3 summoning. We out here. Be safe.